As King Charles and Queen Camilla celebrate their 19th wedding anniversary, the day is also marked with a touch of sorrow. Today also commemorates the third anniversary of the passing of Charles' dearly loved father, the late Prince Philip. He passed away just over a year before his devoted wife, the late Queen, at the age of 99 after spending his final tranquil days at Windsor Castle. Until his last moments, he maintained his playful spirit, sharp wit, and mischievous sense of humor. In typical fashion, the 99-year-old couldn't resist making one final quip while speaking to his eldest son Charles, the day before he passed. In a documentary honoring his father's life, Charles recounted the last conversation he had with Philip over the phone, mere hours before his death. During an intimate interview for a BBC film, the now King described how he delicately brought up the topic of Philip's impending 100th birthday and suggested a party, despite knowing his father wasn't fond of such celebrations. Charles shared how Philip's response provided him with one last joyful memory of his father's cheeky character. He informed him that the family had been discussing his 100th birthday and a potential celebration, reports The Mirror. Aware that his father was slightly hard of hearing, Charles then repeated himself more loudly, emphasizing, "We're talking about your birthday. And whether Terry's going to be a reception." Charles recalled a sharp retort from his father, Prince Philip, saying, "Well, I've got to be alive for it, haven't I?" Charles then said, "I told him I knew you'd say that," and added that it was a happy memory. Since Philip's passing, Charles has fulfilled one of his parents' promises by bestowing his youngest brother, Prince Edward, with Philip's former title. Buckingham Palace announced last year that Edward had assumed the Duke of Edinburgh title, previously held by Philip. This means that Sophie is now referred to as the Duchess of Edinburgh. It was widely known that Edward was destined to become the Duke of Edinburgh, following a promise made by the late Queen and Philip on his wedding day in June 1999. Philip's wish for Edward to inherit the title was a nod to his son's long-standing dedication to the Duke of Edinburgh's award, a youth scheme which is one of Philip's most significant legacies. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. In a recent interview with Alan Titchmarsh to celebrate his 60th birthday, Edward commended his late father for being brilliant with people even if it sometimes didn't necessarily come across that way. "He was always encouraging everybody," he said. "You sort of needed to get to know him. Everybody would always comment on my father's sense of humor, but that's what he was just doing. He was just an extraordinary man. He was the Prince Albert of our age. He had an extraordinary mind. He loved design, he loved innovation, he was brilliant with all sorts of people."